Hello, welcome in our geography session for a standard 12th by Deshmukh Madam. Almost we discuss types of farming from chapter 4th, primary economic activities. This is a important point in our syllabus. Almost we discuss shifting agriculture, horticulture, market gardening and intensive subsistence agriculture in previous video. Now we discuss plantation agriculture and extensive commercial agriculture in this video. Plantation agriculture and extensive commercial agriculture. These both types are important types of commercial agriculture. The agriculture which practice with the sole aim of income and profit. Such agriculture is known as commercial agriculture. And almost plantation agriculture is also practiced with the sole motive of income, because due to the geographical condition, some specific geographical condition, that condition is support only some specific type of crop, and that's why that crops are very important and the demand for that crops from the all over the world, and that's why the farmer take that crop with the sole motive of a profit. The quality maintained is there also, quantity is also high. That's why this agriculture is known as a commercial agriculture. There are some important characteristics of plantation agriculture. That is a large size of farm. There are the large estates are there. This large size of farm is also known as a estates. Coffee plantation, then tea plantation is there. Rubber is also one of the important crop, and this agriculture is practiced in a tropical zone, almost a region where heavy rainfall and high sunlight also. This is a capital intensive agriculture. Due to the large size of farm, the capital investment is also very high. There is a need of infrastructure development, transportation system, then processing units are also important. Skilled and unskilled labor are important. That's why the capital intensive agriculture is. Then monoculture, single crop cultivation is there. The plantation of a coffee, plantation of a tea on a large land holdings are there. That's why the monoculture is also there. And then monoculture is because of the specific geographical condition is also there. For example, the atmosphere or the climatic condition is supportive for the coffee in Brazil. Then climatic condition is supportive for a tea in India, Sri Lanka. So monoculture is also there with the specific geographical condition. Local labor is also employed. The number of activities are related with the local labor is there. Labor intensive agriculture it is, and that's why a local labor is utilized for the plantation agriculture. Cheap labor source is one of the important characteristics of this this plantation agriculture. If a cheap labor source is there, then the production cost is also reduced. Crop is well managed for the quality and processing. Due to the world demand, fulfill the world demand with the high quantity and best quality. The crop is a well managed. Per hectare yield low, but total production is high. Due to the large size of farm, the per hectare yield is low, but the total production of that farm is also high. We also can say the per hectare area is also high, and that's why the per head production is also good, because only the large size of farm. Once plantation is done, it gives a production for 10 to 15 years. There is no need for the sowing the seed and that production like cereals and other crops. The plantation crops, there is a need of that plantation only once, within a 10 to 15 years. So it is also beneficial for the farmer. In our region, we also observe the sugar cane is also one of the plantation crop. If we plant it once, then we can we can harvest it 3 or 4 times. So the 3 to 4 years we are not use that sowing that method and that method again and again. That is one of the important characteristics of plantation crop. Tea, coffee, rubber, cocoa, then spice plantations in Kerala is also, that is like a Keshwa nut, then Keshwa nut plantation in Konkan region. Such are example of plantation agriculture. The countries like Malaysia, India, Sri Lanka, Brazil, Indonesia, Caribbean island, Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, such are important countries in the world. Almost these countries are belong with the Asian continent, Southeast Asian continent, where there is a high temperature and heavy rainfall is there. So plantation agriculture is one of the important agriculture which is support to the developed economy of country also and farmer too. And this agriculture is introduced by the Britishers in a colonial period. At the colonial time before our independence, they are also developed this plantation crop in the world. The coffee, tea, rubber, and the production is related with the Asian continent, and demand for this crop is almost from the European continent. That's why this is one of the important plantation crop which is based on a commercial base because of high demand from the all over the world. Now extensive commercial agriculture, this is also one of the important type of agriculture which practice on a large land holdings with the commercial motive. Almost temperate grassland is a famous or is a supportive for extensive commercial grain farming. In this farming there is the production like wheat and maize and are the major crops are there. Wheat and maize both are we can cultivate, then harvest and sown with the help of machines. There is no need of labor as like a plantation agriculture. For plantation agriculture there is a need of huge labor force, large labor force, but in extensive commercial agriculture there is almost all operations are done by the machines only. So this is also capital intensive because of the machinery and other expenditure, and more use of modern machinery is there. Monoculture, due to the large size and use of machinery, this agriculture is almost related with the wheat or a maize. The land area is more than 400 hectares to 16,000 hectares also. So the large size of land is also suitable for the monoculture purpose. Use of machinery from sowing to harvesting is also there. There is no need of a huge labor power. Cultivation and commercial animal husbandry is also done togetherly. In the world, almost the temperate grassland is supportive for the commercial animal husbandry with the cultivation. The production of wheat and maize is also important for the as a food of a animal, and they use that commercial animal husbandry with the extensive commercial grain farming is there. Per hectare low but per capita income is high. If we think about the production, the production related with the 1 hectare is very less compared to intensive subsistence agriculture. Intensive subsistence agriculture practice in Asian countries where there is a high density and small land holding, but the production per hectare production is very high. But compared to that agriculture in extensive commercial grain farming, the production is very low. That's why the per hectare production is low. But due to the large size of farm, the per head production is also high. The family size is also very limited in a developed country. Almost the countries like related with the prairies, means USA, Canada, then there is a Downs Australia, Pampas Argentina, Wild African Africa, and steppes is related with the European continent. The region European country, then American country, and Australia. These are the highly developed country. Their population is very compared to their area population is less, and this extensive commercial grain farming. That's why per hectare production is low, but total production is very high due to the large size of farm, and that's why per capital income is also high. Their GDP is also good. Temperate grassland, steppes and prairie, downs and pampas, veld. These are the grassland. Now related with the countries, the temperate grassland means in temperate grassland steppes is there. European, almost Russian Federation, Ukraine. These countries are important country in the production. Then prairies, USA is one of the important country in the exporting of a wheat production. Then downs, Australia is there. Pampas, Argentina, this is from South America, and veld from African continent. So almost these countries have a low density of population, and these are the developed countries. That's why they can invest for the machines, modern machinery. Use of modern machinery is there. Population is less. That's why per capita income is good. Per hectare low, but the total production is very high compared to their native population and demand, local demand. That's why they export the production, surplus production in the world market, and get a maximum benefit through this agriculture. So this is known as a extensive commercial agriculture, because the production is sell out in the world market and get maximum profit. Wheat and maize are the important. We also say the Ukraine and the European country and this temperate grassland is known as a bread basket only because of this. Almost we covered the all types of agriculture. Only we think about the important characteristics related with the objective and basic characteristics of this agriculture. Shifting agriculture, almost harmful because of deforestation and soil degradation, soil erosion. This agriculture practice in hilly areas, it is totally subsistence based agriculture. Then second, intensive subsistence, there is a manpower use. This agriculture practice in our region, in Asian countries, in India, China, Japan, Malaysia, and other countries. Monoculture is there. Almost rice monoculture is there due to the monsoon characteristics. Small size of farm because of high density of population is there. Then third agriculture, plantation agriculture. Coffee, tea, rubber, such are the commercial crop is there. They are export because of the world demand, because of specific geographical condition, the production in only limited area. Cheap labor source is also important for this type of agriculture. Then market gardening, it is also known as a truck farming, because the transportation within overnight journey by the truck. Urban fringe area is important for this farming. vegetable, milk, meat, such type of production is there. Then fifth, agriculture, that is the horticulture. Mediterranean region is important for horticulture. Citrus type of fruits are there. Then flowers and ornamental plants are also there. Medicinal plant is there. Almost the production is based on the commercial type. Then extensive commercial agriculture. Large area is there. Wheat monoculture and temperate grassland. These are the important characteristics related with the extensive commercial agriculture. In this way, we cover all these types of agriculture in this chapter, and we finish this chapter with this video too. Okay, thank you.